Ever felt like you're just not getting it right when talking to girls? You're not alone. We've all been there, trying to figure out what to say and how to say it. Today, we're diving into the top 8 ways girls want you to talk to them. Let's make those conversations smoother and more meaningful. Be genuine. Girls appreciate honesty. Just be yourself. No need to put on a show. Authenticity is attractive. Let me tell you a story. There was a guy named Alex. He always tried to impress girls by pretending to be someone he wasn't. He'd talk about things he didn't care about, just to seem cool, but it never worked out. The girls could tell he wasn't being real. One day, Alex met Sarah. Instead of trying to impress her, he just talked about his love for painting and his favorite movies. He shared funny stories from his childhood. Sarah loved it. She could see he was being himself, and that made her feel comfortable and interested. The lesson here? Just be yourself. Talk about what you love and what makes you happy. Girls appreciate honesty and can tell when you're being real. It's much more attractive than trying to be someone you're not. Listen more, talk less. Show interest in what she's saying. Nod, ask questions, and really listen. It shows you care. Here's a story about Sam. Sam always thought he had to keep talking to keep a girl interested. He'd go on and on about his day, his hobbies, and his opinions. But he noticed the girls he talked to often seemed bored or distracted. One day, Sam met Emma. Instead of talking about himself, he decided to ask her about her day. He asked about her favorite books and what she liked to do for fun. He listened carefully, nodding and asking more questions. Emma's face lit up as she talked. She felt heard and appreciated. Sam realized that listening made a big difference. By showing genuine interest in what Emma had to say, he made her feel valued. It wasn't about talking less. It was about making the conversation about her, not just him. So remember, listening more and talking less can make your conversations much more meaningful. It shows you care about what she thinks and feels. Compliment thoughtfully. A genuine compliment goes a long way. Focus on her personality or something unique about her, not just looks. Let's talk about Jake. Jake used to think that complimenting a girl's looks was the best way to get her attention. He'd say things like, "You have beautiful eyes," or "You look amazing." But he noticed that these compliments didn't always make a big impact. One day, Jake met Lily. Instead of complimenting her looks, he said, "I really admire how passionate you are about your work. It's inspiring." Lily's face lit up. She felt seen and appreciated for something deeper than her appearance. Jake learned that thoughtful compliments mean more. When you notice and appreciate something unique about a girl, like her personality, talents, or efforts, it shows you're paying attention to who she really is. So, next time you want to give a compliment, think about what makes her special beyond her looks. It's a great way to make her feel valued and understood. Respect boundaries. Understand and respect her personal space and comfort levels. It's crucial for building trust. Here's a story about Tom. Tom was really excited to get to know a girl named Mia. He would text her all the time and try to hang out with her every day. But Mia started to feel overwhelmed. She liked Tom, but she needed some space. One day, Mia told Tom that she needed some time to herself. Tom felt a bit hurt, but he respected her wishes. He gave her the space she needed and didn't push her to hang out or talk all the time. After a while, Mia felt more comfortable and started reaching out to Tom on her own. Tom learned that respecting boundaries is important. It shows that you care about the other person's feelings and comfort. By giving Mia space, he built trust and made her feel safe. So, always pay attention to what she's comfortable with. Respect her personal space and her need for time alone. It's a key part of building a healthy and trusting relationship. Be confident, not cocky. Confidence is attractive, but arrogance isn't. Be sure of yourself without putting others down. Let's talk about Mike. Mike was always very sure of himself. He'd walk into a room and make everyone notice him. But sometimes, he'd brag about his achievements and put others down without realizing it. This made people feel uncomfortable. One day, Mike met Anna. Instead of boasting, he decided to just be himself. He talked about his interests and listened to Anna's stories. He shared his successes, but also mentioned his struggles and what he learned from them. Anna appreciated his honesty and confidence without the arrogance. Mike learned that being confident means being sure of yourself without making others feel small. It's about sharing your strengths and being open about your weaknesses. This makes you more relatable and likable. So be confident in who you are, but remember to stay humble. Show interest in others and appreciate their strengths too. It's a balance that makes you more attractive and approachable. Use humor. A good laugh can break the ice. Keep it light and fun, but avoid offensive jokes. Here's a story about Ben. Ben was always nervous when talking to girls. He felt like he had to be serious all the time. One day he met Zoe. Instead of trying to impress her with serious talk, he decided to share a funny story about his dog chasing its own tail. Zoe laughed and shared a funny story about her cat. They both laughed and felt more relaxed. Ben realized that humor made the conversation easy and fun. It broke the ice and made them both feel comfortable. Ben learned that using humor can make a big difference. It doesn't have to be a big joke or something planned. Just sharing a funny moment or a lighthearted story can make the conversation enjoyable. So don't be afraid to use humor. Keep it light and fun. It's a great way to connect and make her smile. Show empathy. Understand her feelings and show that you care. Empathy builds a deeper connection. Let's talk about Chris. Chris was always good at talking, but he sometimes missed the signs when someone was feeling down. One day, he noticed his friend Lisa seemed quiet and sad. Instead of just talking about his day, he asked her how she was feeling. Lisa opened up about a tough day at work. Chris listened carefully and said, "That sounds really hard. I'm sorry you had to go through that." He didn't try to fix her problems or change the subject. He just listened and showed he cared. Lisa felt better knowing someone understood her feelings. Chris learned that showing empathy means really listening and understanding how someone else feels. It's about being there for them without trying to solve everything. So, when you're talking to a girl, pay attention to her feelings. Show that you care and understand. It builds a deeper connection and makes her feel valued. Be clear and direct. Don't beat around the bush. Be clear about your intentions and feelings. It avoids misunderstandings. Here's a story about Jack. Jack liked a girl named Emily. He would drop hints about his feelings, but he never said anything directly. He'd say things like, "It's fun hanging out with you," hoping she'd understand. But Emily was confused and didn't know how Jack really felt. One day, Jack decided to be clear. He told Emily, "I really like spending time with you. I have feelings for you and would like to take you out on a date." Emily appreciated his honesty. She knew exactly what he meant and could respond clearly. Jack learned that being clear and direct avoids misunderstandings. It's better to say what you mean instead of hoping the other person will guess. This way, both of you know where you stand. So, when you have something important to say, be straightforward. It makes communication easier and builds trust. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, or let us know what topics you'd like to see next. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for more resources. See you next time.